Good afternoon, Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, and all the guests. I'm going to parlay this speech for our future. There are a few things I think that were ingrained in my childhood that I really think describes how and where I was raised. Actually, not that long ago, I had to apply for a passport because I wanted to travel outside of the country. So I had to go to San Francisco, to the San Francisco Passport Agency. When I was through, as I was walking down Market Street on my way towards the BART station, I surprisingly heard the national anthem. So immediately I stopped and I looked over to my left and I saw the flag slowly descending between two high-rise buildings in a small, quaint park. And I noticed that there was one other person who had stopped. So the flag was descending and the national anthem was playing, and I looked around and everyone else were just walking about, ignoring the national anthem. And I thought to myself, what is wrong with these people? How disrespectful. These people could get court-martialed. Then I said to myself, wait a minute, what's wrong with me? I'm not on a military base. I'm no longer a brat. Then I said to myself, the brat is still there. They could take the brat out the base, but they can't take the brat out of me. So there's a few things besides the things that I was ingrained with that I thought about. And I said, why do they even call us military brats in the first place? Where did that even come from? So I decided to Google it. And one source says it meant an acronym, born, raised, and trapped. And I thought. So I looked up another source and it says, well, it used to be a derogatory term, but it was soon embraced by military brats because it represented the pride that is shared by the soldiers who fight and die for their country. So my childhood is described as an environment where you often saw soldiers in uniform, the flag that was often seen in many communal places where it's rising in the morning, descending in the afternoon, the national anthem, the Stars and Stripes daily newspaper. You saw large planes and jets, loud jets racing above the sky very quickly, and military brats and wives. That was my environment. You also saw police dogs, and you see soldiers sometimes saluting other soldiers, and occasionally the absence of our fathers, sometimes going to places that we never knew would come back home again. Then there was the military time and date that I got used to, especially the date. Long after I left the military base, I worked for the Army Air Force Exchange Service, so I continued using the date. But the military time, I never got used to, especially 0200. It looked like 2 p.m. to me, when actually it meant 8 p.m. Then you had the military lingo, which one term stuck to me, and that was the word terminal. At least in the community where I live, they use terminal. And I think that term stayed with me because at the end of every school year, we often visited the terminal to say goodbye to friends we spent on average 3 years with. So the terminal was a place that was a happy and sad place because you were saying goodbye, but if you were the one leaving, you were saying goodbye, so it was sad, but you were also happy because you were getting ready to go to another place and meet new friends. So I had to bring my husband to the airport one time, and I told him that he needed to be on time, he needed to hurry for his 4 p.m. flight. He needed to get to the terminal very quickly. And I caught myself and I said, oh my. I quickly changed it and I said, I mean airport, and I think he knew what I meant. That's when I said, the brat is still there. You can take the brat off the base, but the brat, you can't take the brat